Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? We are live once again. Alright, putting a lot more content out, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't like it, well, fuck you. But it is what it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are live right here on the brand new TGC Reborn channel, otherwise now known as the Shadows Lair. And once again, welcome into the Shadows Lair. My name is the Shadow King, the Shadow God, whatever you want to call. But I am your Shadow King, Peter fucking Gilmore. Thank you all for watching right here on the Shadows Lair. This is episode number 4 of the Shadows Lair. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribe to all my other channels, including this one, which are on all my other channels, which are down below in the description box in my pants. And that's pretty much it. So don't forget to friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. Tap the bell, get notified when I do a video, and turn on all notifications so you never ever, let's go Mets, ever miss an upload. That's pretty much, excuse me, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And it is what it is. And that's it. Alright. So brand new look to the channel, new name, new series. So if this is your first time watching, you're like, where the hell's the Gilmore Chronicles? Well, I decided to kind of can that and kind of go in a little bit of a different direction, you know, a new season, like kind of like a new season, like a season premiere, whatever you want to call it. But I kind of decided to go in a different direction, and a new name, new channel name, and same basic channel, just with a new name, under new management and all that shit. So it is what it is. So this is my 4th episode, in the span of a few days, almost a week. 4 episodes already, so we're well on our way to 25 episodes or whatever, but we're well on our way to 25, 50 episodes, hopefully maybe by the end of the year, maybe more than 50, we'll see. But thank you all for watching, thank you all for joining the ride and everything. I hope you enjoyed the ride. And so like I said, subscribe to the channel and my other channels as well. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so thank you for joining on this really rainy, very windy and rainy and kind of chilly. It's cold as fuck, but just rainy, blah, disgusting, horrible Thursday, late afternoon Thursday, April the 7th, 2022, for you baseball fans out there. It's opening day, depending on who you root for. Well, if you're a Yankee fan, you have to wait till tomorrow, because today's game was rained out. Obviously so, because it was raining like cats and dogs last night into today, so they were cautious. And yeah, so the Yankees will start opening day tomorrow afternoon at, I believe, 1 o'clock. I don't know what time that game is. I guess the Boston Red Sox. I will see what happens with that. But if you're a Mets fan, well, you thought the game was on right now, right? Wrong! Wrong, sir, wrong! If you subscribe to SNY, if you have the app, like I do, I woke up this morning, got a notification saying, hey, the Met game is at 7 o'clock tonight. Instead of 4:05, it's 7:05 on SNY. So, yeah, it was raining bad in Washington, D.C. last night, into most of today. it was drizzling. Now it's kind of murky and raining and just not good. They're supposed to rain up to what they're saying, or they're saying about 7, 8 o'clock. So I think they'll get the game in, but I don't know if it's going to start at 7:05. I mean, we'll have to see what will happen between now and game time. I mean, they didn't take batting practice, no fielding and anything like that. So the field is probably wet as fuck. I don't know if Washington has like a draining system like Citi Field has and everything, but I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. But they delayed the game till 7:05. They changed the time. Now I don't know if depending on, I don't even know the weather in Washington D.C. right now. It still could be raining like cats and dogs down there. So if the game doesn't start at 7:05, I would assume it'll probably be around 8. But if there's another delay and they have to delay it till 8 o'clock, here's the thing. Cancel the game. You don't want to risk people getting hurt. You really don't want to get have people getting hurt, especially, you know, like McGill or any player on the Mets or the Nationals, or even the umpires. But fuck the umpires though. But anyway, but yeah, if this game doesn't start at 7:05, I would just cancel it and then maybe play a doubleheader on the weekend or just at a later date. I mean, there's gonna be so many doubleheaders already this year because the lockout and everything took 6 games away. So, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get some updates, and the game will actually start at 7 on SNY, or if you have the SNY app, you can watch it on your phone, which I might do. I don't know if it's on SNY.TV. I think you have to subscribe to that. So if I can't watch it on SNY TV, I may watch it on my phone, or I'll try to find another screen, like First Row Sports. I might watch it on a free stream. I mean, the SNY app is free with your local cable company. I had to cheat because I don't get SNY on the rich man's dish. I had to kind of use my parents' account. Shh, don't tell them I said that. But yeah, so I had to use Optimum to get the app, and I've been watching some of the old classics. You know, Mets fast forward from, I was watching probably one of the greatest games by Jacob deGrom in the 2019 season against the Padres. We just mowed the fucking shit out of them. Should have got a no-hitter, but it is what it is. You know, the Mets only have one no-hitter in their history. In their 60-year history, one no-hitter, and you all know what that is. Yohan Santana. But, now that we got deGrom, the GOAT, and Scherzer, there's a good possibility. There's a good chance we could get a no-hitter this year. If Scherzer pitches pretty damn good, but we'll see. You never know. Mets could get 2, maybe 3, or maybe 4 no-hitters in their franchise history. But we'll see. You never know. You never know in this wacky world of baseball. So, so we'll see what happens. Pregame for the Mets should be starting about, I think, 6 o'clock, I think it starts, or 6:30. So we'll probably get an update about the game between now and 7. But we'll see what happens with that. We got Tyler McGill on the mound for the Mets. Not the greatest freaking pitcher I want on the mound right now. I'd rather have the GOAT. But, deGrom is out right now. He's out for 2 months, about a month, maybe a month and a half. He did go back for some more imaging, and then he had a personal matter to take care of. So he did that, but I don't know what the imaging is about. I don't know. It's like, why would you get another image a week later? Oh, it's fine. This shoulder's fine. It's like, you can pitch in 2 weeks. We hope, but, realistically, Met fans, I think the GOAT's coming back in June. And see what happens with that. Max Scherzer pitches tomorrow night, but I don't think that game's going to happen because it's supposed to rain like crazy tomorrow in D.C. And that's supposed to be an Apple TV game. And Yeah, you're gonna have to buy that shit. I don't know about if you well, I have to check on my PS4 because I get the app, so I don't know if I have to download it. I can download it, but I don't know if I have to have my Apple ID, and I don't have an Apple ID. I used to, but when back in the iTunes days, but for some odd reason I don't use iTunes anymore. I use Spotify. And plus, if I did use iTunes, I can't even get into my Apple app. I can't get into it. So, for some odd reason, I don't know why, but it is what it is. And yeah. So we'll see what happens with tomorrow's game. I think that game is gonna be canceled. I have a feeling this game is gonna be canceled. So, if Scherzer doesn't pitch tomorrow, he'll probably pitch Saturday. I think Saturday night, and that game is on I believe on SNY. And then Sunday, Palm Sunday's game is at 1:30. And I believe Chris Bassett's pitching that game, so yeah. So probably Taijuan Walker if he's healthy. I doubt that, but either Taijuan Walker or Carrasco is going to pitch Game 1 in Philadelphia on Monday. Not the greatest pitcher in the world, but so it's going to be an interesting first few games for the Mets. No, we only got one ace, and that's Scherzer, but if everybody else can step up, like Bassett and, well, not even Bassett, but if, like, Walker, McGill, and Carrasco can step up, then I think we should be fine. It's the first game, so, I don't, the Mets have the best opening day record in all baseball, so they're playing .650 ball on opening day, so not a guaranteed win, but we'll see what happens with that tonight. We got Marte leading off, playing right field. I don't know why would he play right field. We got Canna in center field, and then the squirrel Jeff McNeil in left. We got J.D. Davis being the DH tonight because Cano is playing second base tonight. Alonso, as always, at first. Lindor, as always, on shortstop. Escobar at third, and I don't know why, James McCant catching for Tyler McGill. And they're going up against Patrick Corbin. No relation to Baron Corbin, Happy Slappy Corbin. No relation, I don't think. But, yeah. So we'll see what happens, hopefully tonight, but in the next hour or so. That's pretty much it. So let's hear a little bit of a pregame for the Mets. And we'll see what happens along the way. And that's pretty much it. There was a big trade. I think it was a big trade today. The Twins got Chris Paddock from the Padres. He was going to be in a deal with the Mets. With Paddock was going to come to the Mets with Eric Hosmer, and they were going to get rid of. I think they were going to get rid of Dom Smith and maybe a couple prospects. I think it was, but that deal fell through. As always. It is so windy out here. I don't think you can hear it off my phone, but it is windy as fuck outside. 49 degrees right now. It feels colder than that. Yeah, this week is going to be a little bit chilly, but then by Tuesday it gets up to 71 degrees. Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's pretty damn good. So when I go to the Cyclone game, I'll have to bring my heavy jacket. I just gotta wear a hoodie or a light jacket. Something like that. But, yeah, it is what it is. So, Cyclones begin on Tuesday. It's going to be nice. I would say by game time, it'd probably be about, I would say, around 60, maybe 65 degrees at game time. Game time is at 7 o'clock on Tuesday in Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York. Which is a hop, skip, and jump away from me. But... So, me and hopefully the missus will be there cheering the Cyclones on, and we'll see what happens this year with the Cyclones. Francisco Alvarez will be on the team. I think Fonzie's going to be on the team. Not the father, the son. Because they had Edgardo Alfonso Sr. a few years ago. Well, many years ago, I should say. Now they have Fonzie, I believe, as the coach. So, that's good. So, we'll see what happens with the Cyclones this year. They had a really bad year last year. Really bad. I went to the last game of the season. They stunk. They were out of the playoffs. I think they had 60 or 70 losses or something like that. I don't remember what the record was, but they weren't good last year, even with Alvarez and Beatty on the team. just, it happens. No, it is what it is. Cyclones, two-time New York Penn League champions, but they're not in the Penn League anymore. They're in the long season, which goes from now until, I believe, the end of September, I believe. So basically I don't know how many games. I think it's 140 games. I forget how many the Cyclones play, actually. I don't think it's 162 like the adult Mets play, but still, you're going to get baseball in Brooklyn from now until September. Maybe October if things go our way, go back to the playoffs. But let's see. I would love another championship in Brooklyn, even though it's not the Mets, in Brooklyn, but for New York, I would love to have the Mets and the Cyclones win the championship. I don't know about the Mets this year, but if all things go well and the GOAT heals a little bit quicker and he comes back and just pitches lights out, Rick Scherzer and company, who's to say the Mets can't win the championship? But it is what it is. And for you Yankee fans, I have no faith in you, sir. Sorry. I don't think the Yankees... excuse me. I think the Yankees will get to the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to go anywhere. But they will. I don't think they're going to win the East. I think they'll get one of those three this year. Because there's 12 teams in the playoffs this year. It feels like the fucking NHL playoffs almost. But NHL has 16, but they did discuss 14 teams in the baseball playoffs, but they're like, I think the players' union's like, no, let's do 12. But next year it'll probably change. They're like, let's add a fourth wild card. So like a 60-win team, like the Pirates or something like that, will get into the playoffs. Crazy shit. But we'll see what happens with that. I'm not worried about the next year yet, but we'll worry about that. All right, so that's all I got to say about that. So yeah, Chris Paddock on the Twins right now. Damn, with freaking Urshela and Sanchez. It's a pretty good Twins team. Not great, but if Sanchez can get out of his funk and tell the Yankees, hey, you shouldn't have traded me, even though his defense sucks, but his offense is pretty decent. And same thing with Urshela. I think Paddock going into that rotation for the Twins is pretty, I think, an upgrade, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So, yeah, so baseball has started for some teams, tomorrow for others. But we'll see what happens with all that. So, cheer on your team for the next 162 games. And we'll see what happens with that. Don't forget the All-Star game, July the 19th this year. I think it's in LA, I think. But it is what it is. All right, we got the Shadow Chief in the chat. Nick Infante 92. What's going on, Nick? You ready for the Met game? I hope you are. If not, I'm going to come to your house and kick your ass and make you watch the Mets. I'm just kidding. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. Yep. Nick's ready for the Mets tonight. Yes. Hopefully. Let's hope. Let's pray. I mean, we got an hour to game time. I mean, anything can change depending on how the field is in when they take the tarp off in Washington. The game time is at 7, so I don't know if they took the tarp off yet. But I think the grass is going to be like shit. The infield, I don't know. They'll have to see. So, game could start at 7. I mean, I don't know if it's still raining in Washington, but it's raining like crazy. Well, it was like, I think it's still raining here. The wind is like it's windy. I think it's like gusty winds and everything here. It's just a mess here. But in Washington, I think I think they might get the game in. I think they'll get the game in. But the field, I think, is going to be a mess. So, much as diehard Met fans like, cancel the game! And then when the Mets lose, you get these fake as fuck Met fans on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram saying, they should have canceled the game! Season's over! Like, shut the fuck up, you fake as fuck Met fans. You claim I've been a Met fan since 1973. Yet you're complaining. The first fucking game, you're complaining. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just got a text from Lauren. She's not doing so good. She got her an iron transfusion. I think it was today or yesterday. I don't know when it was, but yeah, she's not gonna be on the show today, so I apologize for that. But I hope Lauren feels better. Hopefully for the weekend. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, tomorrow we're gonna go live with a SmackDown review as well. That's later. So SmackDown and Rampage tomorrow on the Killer Demons channel, very late at night. Okay, Lauren says I'm not on tonight. This is from her text. Hold on, let me try to read this. Okay. She says, I'm not online tonight, weak from iron transfusion. Doctor says rest, no pressure streams. Yeah, I don't think she wants to get into a stream like she did yesterday or the day before, where she just went off on fucking, Daniel Hiroshimura, basically roasted his ass, made him cry like a little bitch, because that's what he is, 23-year-old bitch. But I digress. And then she basically buried. Nick knows what I'm talking about. The prophecy showed why we are the greatest force on this fucking website. Took care of a little baby, and we took care of a cuck. But it is what it is. Like I said, you want to fuck with us, you're gonna get a tongue lashing, and you're gonna like it. If you don't like it, then get the fuck off this website. Because the prophecy is the number one thing on YouTube right now. Anything else would be uncivilized. Remember that? You remember that commercial? And when Hogan said it back on Nitro when they took over. I think it was the first episode when they took over, and the NWO took over the commentary table. It was like Hogan, Hall, and Nash, and Hogan's like, anything else would be uncivilized. And the NWO is just too sweet. And we got that. So yeah, hope Lauren, I'll just say this to Lauren, I know she's not watching, you may be watching, I don't know, but Lauren, get well, and hopefully you'll be back tomorrow or maybe on the weekend. If not, hopefully maybe we'll see you maybe Monday or probably not Tuesday, but no, not Tuesday, because Tuesday I'll be busy all day Tuesday, so besides work, and then I'm going to the Cyclone game. I won't be back till probably 11 o'clock. So if I do go live with my NXT review, I might do it really late Tuesday, like midnight, or maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock, but I'll probably be so tired from the Cyclone game, I'll probably just go right to sleep. So if I do an NXT review, it'll probably be on Wednesday, the 13th, so. But we'll see what happens with that when we get there. And that's pretty much it. So Lauren, get better, and that's pretty much it. And Nick's still here. We're getting ready for the Met game. And also later tonight at 8 o'clock on the Brandon Martin channel, the Rant and Rave podcast, with J-Man, Jordan, and Brandon, and Eric, my good buddy Eric Lima, and and the others on that great show. So check it out. Talk about wrestling. They will be talking about the Nash Carter release. We'll be talking about what I'm going to be talking about, more about Sunny, Tammy Lynn sick, and some other wrestling news for the week, and from other stuff too. But so check it out on the Brandon Martin channel, or just look up Rant and Rave Podcast on YouTube. You'll probably find it. But it is what it is. I mean, you could watch Impact tonight if you wanted to, but that's pretty much it. Oh, speaking of Impact, great news! Great news! I just found this match out at Rebellion. It will be for the Knockouts Championship. The new champion Tasha Steelz, Miss, black Puerto Rican hottie she is. I met her once. I met her at a WOW show. Nick was there too. So I said, "Hey Tasha, when you go back to CCW, or WSU?" So blah blah blah. This is like years ago when CCW was even around, but I mean, still it is, but it's not hardcore like it used to be. And yeah, Tasha Steele's doing pretty damn good in Impact. Pretty damn good in Impact. Former, I believe, 2-time tag team champions. Because she just had it with I forgot the other name. I forgot her partner's name. Can't think of her name, but anyway, yeah, 2-time women's tag team champion. Now current, reigning and defending Knockouts champion, as she beat Mickie James, shockingly. Now I think it's her, believe her first or second defense at Rebellion. She will face former Knockouts champion and the woman that basically gave her stamp of approval to the prophecy. You know who she is, ladies and gentlemen. The demon assassin herself, my demon bride, Valerie Sky, otherwise known as Rosemary. So I can't wait for that. When is that? April the 23rd, which is 2 weeks from Saturday. So that's in Poughkeepsie, New York. I heard Jeff the Iceman's going to be there, so good to see Jeff the Iceman on pay-per-view with his nephew. So that's going to be cool. See Jeff the Iceman. I'm not going to watch the pay-per-view, obviously, but, you know. But still, that's going to be a pretty damn good match. You know, Rosemary going after the belt. I hope they give it to her, but I doubt it. So it might be a bad night for the prophecy, but at least we got a title shot. And you don't. Hoo-hoo! Well, Rosemary already has a belt. I mean, her and Jessica Havoc became the women's tag team champions. Two-time. So, we'll see what happens with that. I don't think they're going to defend them at Rebellion. I don't think Rosemary's going to do double duty, but you never know. But it is what it is. But I can't wait for that match. Tasha Steelz and Rosemary. And I hope Rosemary beats the living crap out of her and sends her to the Shadow Realm. Gets back that Impact title that she hasn't had for like so long. I think she's held it twice. I think she's held it twice. I have to go back in my memory, you know, not so good, but it's so goddamn old. But still, it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. Alright, chat room's open if you want to talk about the Mets, you want to talk about some wrestling, or anything else you want to talk about. But we got that. Alright, so we got the Mets stuff out of the way for now. Game starts in about an hour, so we'll see what happens with that. We're going to be talking about some wrestling news, but first, I wanted to do this on this channel. Now, I usually do my unbagging, my merchandise, you know, where I got these types of shirts from, on my Metal God channel, but this is a special one. A very special one that, well, my, lovely, wifey, you know, my girl, the Mrs. Rosa, got me a very special, gift. It's not special, but it's special to me. She got me a gift for our anniversary, which was yesterday, our 14-year anniversary. Now, and I just got it today, got in the mail. She ordered it yesterday and came in today. So, obviously I'm showing the back, because I'm not going to show the front. Even though certain people already know where I live, but I don't care. But it is what it is. So I'm going to open this baby up. So, and I know this is from the Mandalorian stuff. So, let's see, if I can open it. I'm going to open like Hulk Hogan, brother. Okay, it's tough. It's very tough. I hate this fucking shit. But I opened it anyway. I got it open. There we go. Alright, let's see what these things are. I know what it is, but you don't know. And it didn't cost an arm and a leg either. But it is from The Mandalorian. Right now on season... I don't know if they're going to do another season, but... already did season 2. Then the next part of the series, Boba Fett, was already out. Then they're doing Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney Plus. I don't know when that comes out. I want to see it because I have Disney Plus. So it is what it is. All right, so let's see what these are. Oh, so cute. These are so cute. All right, like I said, these are from The Mandalorian, and it is, ladies and gentlemen. You can't see it. I'll try to do it this way. You can see it from there, I think.
Let's go, Baby Yoda!
Baby Yoda slippers, ladies and gentlemen, because the slippers I have, or as you Spanish people call it, chincletas, yeah, they're ripped apart. So I was like, I need new shoes, and Rose was like, we love The Mandalorian, so I was like, we looked up saying, hey, maybe we'll see if they have Baby Yoda slippers, and they did. So got them in right now. So yeah, it's well, you saw my size, but it is what it is. So I got big feet. You know what they say about people with big feet? Got a lot of toe jam. No, okay. But you got big dicks too. But it is what it is. So let me just get this out. Get rid of this shit. All right. So. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. My new slippers. Baby Yoda. Yoda! Today. What is my son doing on the TV? I did not make a baby. Yes, you did, Yoda. Fear leads to drunkenness, and beer leads to the dark side. Okay, there you go. But yeah. Great stuff, man. Gonna wear them a little bit later. Not right now, but later. So there you go. There you go. My one of my gifts from for my anniversary from the missus. So. And obviously, you know what the other one was. Gave him good sex. That's all I gotta say about that. And yeah, that was my gift too. But I have another gift coming next, after Easter. So after Easter, we're gonna have our late anniversary dinner, well, lunch really. So, but that's the second present. Wait, the third present. The fourth present, third or fourth, I forget. I got so many presents for her, is what it is. But another present is the Cyclone game. So that's on Tuesday. And then the other one. Next one is going to be our anniversary lunch. I ain't telling you where we're going, but very expensive. I'll just say that. Going to a nice Italian restaurant that's very expensive. You wish you had the money to go to an expensive restaurant, but you don't. But it is what it is. All right, so we got that out of the way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this... now Thursday evening, getting close to nighttime here in the Northeast. Still raining and windy as fuck. But let's talk about some. Well, before I do that, let's talk about some wrestling news, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's quickly talk about the whole Sunny situation. Oh, This fucking bitch, man, she really has lost it. Tammy Lynn Sitch, whatever you want to call her, Sunny, Hall of Famer Sunny, this fucking bitch has fucking lost her mind. She has fucking lost her mind. She's been involved with drinking and substance abuse. She's been in and out of jail more times than she's had a dick in her ass. That sounded redundant, but in and out of her ass. Especially that horrible porno she made. Ugh. Horrible porno. Horrible. If she ever does another one, please don't watch it. Because I watched that what was it? What was it called? Sunny Side Up, or It's Always Sunny Somewhere, or whatever it is. But yeah, I watched Sunny's porno and I was disgusted by it. Ugh. I had to turn it off 5 seconds in and like, oh, this sucks. No dialogue at all. Not much dialogue. Not even dialogue. The guy comes, what was his name? James Dean or whatever the fuck his name was. Comes in and they get it on and stuff. He bangs the crap out of her and she's like, ugh. Like she's never got fucked before. Did you say that when Chris was dying? Chris Candido, for all you don't know. But, yeah, she ruined his fucking life. You know. That's another guy who should be in the Hall of Fame. Chris fucking Candido. You know, former member of the Body Donners, and then, well, former, well, what was in ECW? I think it was a tag team champion, I think, and, well, yeah, definitely tag team champion with Bam Bam Bigelow. I think it was TV champion as well in ECW. Then he, was a manager in TNA. He managed the Naturals, or the Case Brothers, if you will. And then, after that, he was gone, because I think he had a overdose, or forgot how he died, but yeah, Chris Candido should be in the Hall of Fame. And his brother should have induct him. Not even come close to have Sonny inducting him. Don't even have Sonny at the Hall of Fame. Well, she probably won't be at the Hall of Fame because she's about to go to jail for a very long time. So what all the news that came out yesterday that she was involved in a fatal 3-car crash that killed a 75-year-old man in Ornado Beach. I don't know what that is. Probably in Florida, I think. In Ornado Beach, which I think is in Florida, on U.S. Highway 1. I think it's in Florida. I have to check that. But yeah. So now, not only is Sonny, still popping pills and drinking that alcohol. Alcohol. Not only she's an alcoholic, she's a murderer now. That's just great to add to her long-ass fuck criminal record. This bitch needs Jesus, man. She really needs fucking help. She would go for DUI. She would go into jail for DUI or something else. Or domestic abuse, supposedly, with her ex-boyfriend and shit. Remember that shit? She goes to jail and everything, and she gets out, think she's like, oh, I'm clean and sober for like 34 months, and then back on the bottle. So that's what they tell you when you go to rehab. You know what they tell you? Don't drink. But some people just can't put down the bottle. It's like a druggie trying to, they can't get their fix anymore. I can't get my fix. I need my cocaine and heroin. And then you overdose on heroin. Unless you're Nikki Sixx. You shoot yourself up and kind of overdose on whatever you shot up. Your heart stops. You're in the ambulance. And then they have to put the adrenaline in. They wake you up. Somehow they woke him up, thankfully. Back in 1988. But that's where you think Kickstart My Heart came from. That song was about Nikki Sixx's overdose and the adrenaline pumping in his veins and shit and woke him up. But yeah, Tammy Sytch's career is just basically now over. It is over. I think she's probably in jail now. I would think. If she's not, she should. But she's gonna go away for a very long time. Because, another DUI. That's a definite jail sentence of a couple years. Then vehicular manslaughter and possible murder. Well, I don't know if they're gonna charge her with murder. I think manslaughter definitely. Vehicular manslaughter, probably in the first degree. Done. You're in jail for a while. And if I don't know if the family of the 75-year-old man decide to just throw the book at her, which they should. She'll be in there for like at least 15, maybe possibly 25 years, or I doubt life, but I doubt she could get life, but she's gonna be in jail for a long time, probably without parole. So yeah, she's gonna get a, well, I would say she'll get a BBC in her ass, but she'll probably get her ass kicked by a big black girl, BBW, if you will. She'll get a BBW. That's what I think. She'll be in jail, and a BBW just like sits on her face and crushes her. And her name is Bertha. But it is what it is. Yeah, fuck Sonny, man. Fuck her. Not literally fuck her, but fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch to hell. Her career's over. If Vince McMahon was smart, which he's not, he's 76 and senile. I still don't understand why he wrestled at WrestleMania. That match was horrible with Pat McAfee. But anyway, if Vince McMahon and his yes men were smart, they should revoke her Hall of Fame ring. Well, not even an induction. Yeah, just take her out of the Hall of Fame. Get back the ring. Put on somebody worthy like Miss Elizabeth, or Gail Kim, or freaking Mickey James, or Melina. Put on somebody that hasn't done that crap. She should be blacklisted from the entire Hall of Fame. Revoke her fucking ring. Get her out of there. Give her the Chris Benoit treatment, too. Oh, I said his name. Damn. Yeah, but she should get the... Well, I'll say it again. She should get the Benoit treatment. All the stuff that she was in, all the segments, you know, she was in back in the Attitude Era, you know, she showed her boobies and all... Well, not she didn't show her boobies, but, you know, all the stuff she was in, you know, all the bikinis and, you know, the matches she was in with the Godwins and, you know, Legion of Doom 2000 and the Billion Bart gun, all that shit. Take those matches off. Get them off fucking Peacock, you know? Take them off. If you have a Sonny poster, burn it. I don't, thankfully. I used to have, the old school WWF magazine when Sonny was in there. Most of the time you see Sonny in the centerfold. There was a story about Sonny. I have some of those magazines, but I don't know if I should throw them out because they're kind of classic. It is what it is. Speaking of classic, I was talking to my mom last night. She has an old school, very old school, because she's very old school, TV guide of Marilyn Monroe. I'm like, damn, why don't you just sell that? You can make like $1 million at least. That thing's probably worth a lot of money. Sell to somebody. I mean, sell it either on eBay for, I don't know, like a few $1,000s, because that thing is worth a lot probably. Or, I don't know where you can give it to. The Smithsonian, maybe? Maybe the Academy, the Academy Awards and shit. Where could you give that to? I don't even know. But say, hey, you have it. Either keep it, or either keep it or sell it. Get the money for it. It's probably worth a lot of money. Hey, send it. Why don't you go find the porn stars, not the porn stars. Go to a pawn shop, or go to, the ones on TV, those, 3 guys, or, I don't know how many guys are there. But if you watch the show Pawn Stars, you know what I'm talking about. Go find those guys, bring it to them, say, hey, here's an old TV guy, it's probably in mint condition, I don't know how the condition is, but see what you can do, get a few $100, or maybe a couple $1,000, maybe $10,000, $30,000, I don't know how much that is, probably a lot. I would sell that, get the money, put it in the bank. Or give some to me. No, I'm just kidding. Not that I need money, but, if I had that, I would sell that. I mean, I do have Fantastic Four #1, which is a lot of money. In mint condition, by the way, too. It's locked in my, my vault somewhere. But, yeah, that's worth, like, at least $50,000, that comic. And I have it, and you don't, and you won't get it. But Probably when I die, I'll give it to my grandson. Like, hey, remember this? It's like, yeah, you want to read some comic books? This thing's worth $50,000. And it's yours, grandson.
Oh, thank you, Grandpa.
I'm not Grandpa!
Thank you, Grandpa.
I am not Grandpa! Grandpa? Yes. Oh, sorry. Good old Dexter. Dexter, not Dexter Loomis, Dexter's Laboratory. But it is what it is. So, yeah. But besides, that's besides the point. Alright, so, yeah, Sonny, Tammy's sick. All I gotta say to you bitches, nice knowing you. Hope you have fun in jail. Again. I hope you don't come out for the next 25 years. You're probably like a 65, 70-year-old bitch and still fucking drinking up the wazoo. At 65, 70 years old. Nobody will care about you. Nobody in the wrestling world will care about you anymore. But yeah, she really should have got her license revoked. I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't revoke her license. She's had how many DUIs has she had now? Probably more times she's had probably had sex or something like that. I don't know. But she is just wacko. Bitch is wacko. Revoke her license, get rid of her Hall of Fame ring, and then blacklist her from the entire wrestling community and wrestling world. And give her the Chris Benoit treatment on the WWE Network. Or Peacock. Who's what? Nick's like, who is this? Who's what? Sonny, Tammy Lynn's sick. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, Dexter Loomis's laboratory. Yeah, I would just, yeah, Dexter Loomis has a laboratory. It's called his bedroom. Where he has creepy, wild, weird sex with Indy Hartwell. Ugh, I don't even want to think about that. Don't want to think about it. When are they gonna break him up? I'm just waiting for them to break him up, because you know what's gonna happen. It's been almost over a year now that they've been together. At least it's been a year or so. But I mean, come on. I mean, how long is this fucking? How long is this thing with them gonna last? Now you bring in her best friend Persia Parada. Now she's freaking having basically simulated sex with freaking Duke Hudson. I bet you they're both real life couples. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, if you had a hot chick like Persia Parada, like putting her tongue down your throat almost every goddamn week, you want some of that ass, wouldn't you? Every fucking day. I would. But instead of Persia Parada, it would be Oscar. Or Kyrie or Io. Or Abe Mio or Pieter from, all my beautiful Asians, but, or Sasha Banks. It is what it is. I'm an animal. But that's all I gotta say about that. But it's just amazing. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, Dexter probably has a lab where he probably has two labs. One in his bedroom, and then he has the other lab where he does all those creepy and pretty damn good drawings. He's a very talented guy. Good wrestler, Sam Shaw, for those of you who don't know who the fuck he is. But yeah, they need to get rid of this whole stupid fucking storyline with Indy and Dexter and Dusha. Duke Hudson and Persia, for those who don't know. Get rid of that storyline. It's getting pathetic right now. That stupid match on NXT was just horrible. That stupid double count out. And then freaking the ladies are pulling the guy's pants down so we can see their underwear, maybe their ass, or maybe we see full back nudity. God forbid, full frontal nudity. Whoosh. No one wants to see somebody's cock in wrestling. This ain't the YWC, you know. We don't need to see somebody's tiny little cack on WWE programming or any wrestling program. We don't need to see that. But it is what it is. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, Dexter's he's a pretty decent wrestler and he's a pretty good artist too. But I just think it's a really bad storyline. And they're doing the same thing on Monday Night Raw with, you know, the 24/7 dorks. With Reggie and Dana Brooke getting engaged, and now Tamina and Akira Tozawa getting engaged. God forbid there's going to be a running on Raw between both of them. I think I want to vomit. We've all heard of worst segments in wrestling history. That might be the worst. I think it'll be way worse than the Bayley segment. Remember that shit with Alexa Bliss and Bayley? It is what it is. That's pretty much all I gotta say about it. But finish the point. Tammy Sytch, goodbye, so long, and farewell, you dumb cunt. Hope you have fun with all the ladies in jail again. Yeah, maybe you'll have Bertha come back like,
Oh, Tammy, I remember you. Get over here.
Let me sit on your face, you know? Or whatever, but it is what it is. Anyway, alright, let's get to some more wrestling news, ladies and gentlemen. From good old ringsidenews.com, the Bible of all wrestling talk. Alright, I'm going to go into a couple of stories here. Well, mainly the top stories. Of today, maybe some from, mostly today. I'm not going to go back from yesterday, but it is what it is. Alright, I've got a story about Lacey Evans. We haven't seen her in like a year since she came on Raw. It's like,
I'm pregnant.
We all thought it was Ric Flair's baby, but that wasn't the case, thank God. Anyway, Lacey Evans is trying to shut down reports of her WWE return. Now, there was a story that came out, I think, today or yesterday, that Lacey Evans was going to be on SmackDown, or maybe backstage at SmackDown this week. So now Lacey Evans is saying, well, that's not true. Now, because she just had her second kid, we all thought she was going to come back with Bayley and maybe Asuka after WrestleMania. But it is what it is. So, she had her kid 5 months ago and was trying to get back into shape. And he looked great doing it, too. So anyway, she posted an Instagram of herself holding her brand new baby. So it's absolutely jacked. Big smile on her face. So the picture reads, "At my local hometown coffee shop." I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Talking about her appearing on SmackDown tomorrow night. But we'll see. Maybe it's just a ruse. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for that story. So we'll see what happens with Lacey Evans,
Act like a lady.
I liked her NXT theme instead of a WWE theme. It's not the same thing. Unconditional. Yeah, but it is what it is. Alright, let's get to more news. Brody King, a good buddy Brody King of the House of Black, well, he thinks Buddy Matthews, or Buddy Murphy, is struggling to grasp the House of Black aesthetic. I don't know. I think it was a good move for him to join up with Malachi, or Tommy N, Malachi Black, Aleister Black, whatever the fuck you want to call him, and Brody King. I think it was a great move, but now Brody King's like, maybe that might not be so much. So he's kind of not grasping the whole House of Black gimmick, or the storyline, I don't know. I guess it's new to him, because, all the matches he had with Tommy N, which was so amazing on WWE programming and shit. So we got all that. So we'll see what happens with Buddy Matthews. I think he's doing pretty damn good in AEW so far. You know, in a pretty big feud with Death Triangle, and now the Dark Order. But it is what it is. I would say something. I would call them the Dork Order, but you know, not all of them are dorks. Not John Silver, not a dork. Alex Reynolds, not a dork. Even Anna Jay, not a dork. She's one hot piece of ash. But it is what it is. But the only dorks in that fucking in that whole fucking Dark Order faction is freaking Evil. Well, I like Evil Uno, but he's kind of a dork at times. Definitely dork is Colt Cabana, the man who sucks dick. And then, you know, Preston and Alex Angels. Total dorks. What's up with these dorks? And we'll move on from there. Alright, we got some news about Nash Carter, or Zachary Wentz, for those of you people who don't know his real name. Now, we talked about, since basically Tuesday, that the whole Nash Carter Kimberly situation, where Kimberly made accusations that Zachary Wentz beat her, and all this domestic abuse came out. The pictures came out, and then the picture of Zachary Wentz, you know, portraying Hitler and doing the whole Nazi salute thing. You know, people on Twitter were telling Kimberly to get out of there, get out of the situation, call the cops. Call the cops! You know? And then, you know, after MSK won the belts, she got her lip busted wide open. She posted pictures of that. So basically, you know, one of those jilted wives that, you know, want to get her 15 minutes of fame and try to frame her husband and all that shit. And, you know, a lot of people, like me and like a lot of people, were calling for his release. And WWE, which has a zero tolerance policy, said, well, Zach Wentz, you're out of here. They released him yesterday. You can watch my reaction to that and the accusations rant on my PG Rants channel, which are going sky high right now. Thank you for that. Over 400 on my accusations rant, and I'm getting close to about 150 or so. Well, getting near 150 on my reaction. So check it out on the PG Rants channel. Link down below. So I got that. Alright, but anyways, after his release, people are going on Twitter putting hashtag justice for Nash or justice for Zach. So he's gotten a lot of support within NXT after his release, you know, especially from his, you know, his tag team partner, Desmond Xavier, or Wesley, if you will. So, but like I said, you know, the accusations weren't the reason for his release. It was the Nazi salute and the anti-Semitic stuff he was saying about the LFGBTQWXYZ community. Just say gay. Oh, I can't say that. Well, if you're in Florida, you can't say that. But we're not in Florida. We're in New York, bitch. Anyway. So anyway, Brian Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Live talked about Nash Carter's release from the WWE. Kimberly tweeted some things about a week ago and then deleted it after a few days. So you know there was something up there. She posted a picture showing her face with bruises and said that he split her lip wide open after getting drunk after winning the tag team belts at Stand and Deliver. And she said that she had, quote, hid this for a year and even forgave him. Well, if this is true that he beat her, why would you hide it for a year?
I love him.
Yeah. You love him, next thing you know, you're dead. When you could have got out of there really quick. Could have went to the cops, put that motherfucker in jail, and then you just move on with your life, find somebody else that doesn't beat your ass. But I digress. So anyway, this is what Brian Alvarez said on RingsideNews.com. Says, what I was told is that the reason they won the tag team titles this weekend, even though the allegations were out there, that's why they won. So there was allegations. Like, put the belt on them. Why not? Let's get some heat. the reason that happened was because it was not believed that Kimberly was reliable. So that's why a lot of people, including myself, were kind of skeptical about it. But I was like, oh, if it's true, get him out of there. And what happened? He got out of there, but not for the reasons I thought. So, anyway. So that was what I was told. Did not believe her story. NXT, I don't know what kind of investigations they do. Well, gosh, Velveteen Dream, that one. I don't know what happened. Whatever happened, they determined that she was not credible. That's why they put the tag team belts on MSK. So, well, they should have put them on the Creed brothers. Anyway, it goes on to say, I don't know this 100%, but everyone going into Saturday thought the Creed brothers were going to win, including myself. All I can tell you is that the Creeds were told to have your family at the show. So I think the Creeds also thought that they were winning. For whatever reason, they put the belts on MSK. Somebody's been politicking in the back. Probably. So I just don't understand why they didn't give it to the Creed brothers now and gave it to MSK, who I thought we're gonna probably take on Imperium or the Creed brothers for the tag belts going forward, which was not going to happen now. MSK was supposed to face Grayson Waller and Sangha next Tuesday. That's not happening. Well, as of right now, it's not happening because I think they might strip them of the titles because Nash Carter got released, unless they bring in the Shaman, Matt Riddle, which they could do, and then Riddle will be an interim champion. It'll be the Raw Tag Team Champions on Raw, and then be the interim NXT champions without even doing anything. And that's that. So we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, Alvarez also went on to say they were breaking up Imperium for some reason, because I think the idea was it was gonna be Marcel Barthel and Walter, going up to the main roster, and poor Fabian Aichner was gonna be a singles guy in NXT. Probably won't do anything there, but anyway, now that there is no more MSK, I'm thinking that Imperium may be staying down in NXT. I hope. Now we got vacant tag team titles, unless they do something with Matt Riddle. The whole situation is mind-blowing to me. I've heard that there are many people in NXT that they are on Nash Carter's side for whatever you want to make of that. So the soap opera continues. And it's not even Days of Our Lives, which is a way better soap opera. But I digress. So, let me know what you guys think of that in the comments section or in the chat. Chat was wide open, like Grubby Sky's legs. But it is what it is. Alright, about 25 minutes to game time for the New York Mets. So, not that. But the whole Nash Carter situation just fucked up. Just totally fucked up. And if the accusations are true, then yeah, definite release. Even without the Nazi stuff and the anti-Semitic stuff with the LGBT community. I mean, that you could have gave him a warning at least. But since WWE's like, oh, can't do that, zero tolerance, no, you're out of here. It is what it is. But these, no man should ever hit a woman, but if these accusations are false, then Kimberly should be fired from Impact, and if she's not already. She should go to jail for making a false report. Or just do something with Kimberly, just not even book her. But, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens over the next few days. It's just mind-boggling and confusing. I don't know what to think. I mean, Zach Wentz is a good wrestler and all like shit, but I think the Adolf Hitler cosplay kind of took it a little bit too far. That's my opinion. But we'll move on from it. And you can hear more about the Nash Carter situation on the Rant and Rave podcast later tonight, and the whole Sunny situation too, and much more coming up in just over an hour from now. So we'll do that. Alright, let's get to more news. That ratings news. ratings news. For Raw, surprisingly, the Raw after WrestleMania did over 2.1 million views. Or was it 2? I think it was over 2 million, actually. It went down a little bit. But they were saying it was the lowest rated Raw after Mania in some years. So, but I still don't understand. How do you get 2 million out of that? I understand maybe because of Cody Rhodes. Then, yeah. But still, the whole show was garbage. But still, over 2 million views for the Raw after WrestleMania. Don't have NXT's ratings just yet, but we have Dynamite's ratings. And Dynamite was great last night, but the ratings didn't show it. Ratings did not show it. Because they went under 1 million last week. Now, if I can get the story up. Because the wind is just picking up here. I was in and out of internet for a little while. Now oh, did I hit them? Oh, here it is. I already hit it. Dummy. Dummy, it's real. So anyway, alright. So Dynamite last night, the April 6th edition of Dynamite, brought in a overnight average of 989,000 views, which were up slightly 10,000. Well, they were up 10,000 from last week's 979 with a .38 in the demo. This week also did a .38 in the demo. But still, it just feels like Dynamite can't break that 1 million mark. I mean, they did on March 23rd with 1,046,000 viewers with a .41 demo. But it just feels like they've been between 950 to just about a little over 1 million. I mean, they really haven't got over, way over 1 million in a very long time. I think since, on Dynamite, I think since Blood and Guts. I think. I could be wrong on that, but still, I just don't understand that. AEW's got better wrestling than WWE. It's on a Wednesday night. Nothing really else on besides the NHL, and now baseball coming up. They can't get fucking over 1 million, maybe got 2 million views. And all the WWE shills and marks like, they can't get 1 million, they can't even get 2 million, no, we can get 2.1. It's after WrestleMania. They're inclined, Raw and SmackDown are inclined to get over 2 million. But after WrestleMania, usually the ratings go heading all the way to SummerSlam. And then SummerSlam to go up a little bit, back down, and then right around December, right around Survivor Series time, they go up a little bit, down a little bit after that, and then it's like a wave. Whoop! Roller coaster. Woo! Up, down, up, down, up, down, like my dick in your mama's ass. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So, once again, the rating for Dynamite last night, 989,000 views. So, we'll see what happens with that. Rampage last week got 450,000 views because it was going up head-to-head with the Hall of Fame, which destroyed it because of one guy named The Undertaker, the GOAT himself. So they'll probably do another 450 this week. Next week's a live show, next Friday and Saturday. But that's on TNT, but, the Friday night Rampage live at 10 o'clock next week on TNT. Then Saturday, they're at 8 o'clock for Battle of the Belts 2. So, I don't know what the ratings will be for next week. But I think they'll go up a little bit because it's live, so, but we'll see. That's it. All right, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Got a story about Vinnie Mac. Well, his inner circle was vocal about how WrestleMania match was a very terrible idea. Haven't we all said that when about the whole thing with Austin Theory and Pat McAfee and the whole Vince McMahon might get involved, and he was like, "No, he shouldn't because he'll probably die in the ring because he's 76." And he's still jacked like a fucking jackhammer, but should have not been there. Not even be at ringside. I mean, you can just be at ringside, just don't get involved in a match. I mean, physically get involved. But he did, and we all know what happened. He beat Pat McAfee. Stone Cold comes out, gives him probably one of the worst stunners of all time, and maybe the worst botch of all time. Not once, but twice. Ugh. It is what it is. Vince McMahon should just stay in the back and just be on the headset and just not be in the ring at all. I don't care if it's a fucking promo. Or he goes to wrestling and says, "Welcome to WrestleMania!" Yeah, that's fine and dandy, but just don't fucking wrestle anymore. You're 76, going on 77. I mean, stop it. You see now, old bastard. Was Michael Cole would say, "bastard." But it is what it is. Alright. Got a story about Johnny wrestling. Johnny Gargano doubts he will be wrestling after turning 40. So it's basically doing a Cody Rhodes, because Cody Rhodes says he might retire at 40. And he's pretty close to 40, I think. But I understand that, because, Cody has a kid right now with Brandy. Johnny just had a baby with Candice LeRae. So, if they want to wrestle for a few more years, they don't want to be away from their little son or daughter. Or if they make another kid, God forbid, who knows. They don't want to be away from their kids. And I understand that. Because, nobody wants to be away from their kids when they're wrestling 350, 360 days a year. Twice on Sundays. So, unless you're in AEW, then you can do that, but because you don't wrestle all the time, so there's no house shows for AEW. Usually, there's not many. But unless you're a top star, you're on the show almost every week. So you're on the road 52 times, 52 times a year, and like twice or 3-4 times a week. But that's the price to pay. It's the price you pay when you're a wrestler and you either marry a wrestler or you marry somebody, a fan or something like that, or somebody in the music industry or some other wherever these wrestlers meet their chicks and everything. It is what it is. Corey Graves and Carmelo are now off TV because they got married now. They're going on their honeymoon, probably having 6,000 kids with Corey Graves' tiny cock, So, yeah, Jerry Lawler is going to be on Raw this week. Well, I would say this week. I don't know about next week, but, we don't have to hear Corey Slade's annoying voice. And I think Byron Saxon is thankful that Corey Graves found Carmelo and got married. Get him out of here! He's annoying me! Well, you're annoying too there, Byron. But you don't have a chick, do you? So, it is what it is. But, yeah, so the King, Jerry the King Lawler, will join up with Jimmy Smith and Byron Saxton this Monday on Monday Night Raw. That should be good. It's always good to hear the King. Always good. He's probably one of the best color commentators in the history of the WWE and all of wrestling. Him and JR, legendary commentary team. They're not the greatest, because we all know who the greatest is. Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan. But Jim Ross and Jim Ross and the King, Jerry Lawler, number 2. Number 3, Jim Ross and Gordon Soley. There you go. Top 3 right there. Then if you had a number 4, number 4 maybe might be, it's a toss-up with number 4. You put Michael Cole and Taz up there, they weren't that bad. Vinnie Mac and Jesse the Body Ventura, I would put them number 4. Well, I tell you, man, what are you talking about, McMahon? That's not fair to Flair. Good shit. But yeah, I mean, nobody can beat Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan on commentary. They're freaking legendary. Fucking legendary. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Give me a second. I'll be right back. So, all right, sorry about that. I had to just take care of some business, if you will. So anyway, we'll move on from there. All right, so yeah, Johnny Gargano doubts he's gonna wrestle at 40, but we'll see what happens with all that. And it is what it is. That's it. All right, so let's move on from there. All right, got some interesting little stories here. Brock Lesnar couldn't wait to meet Jimmy from Yellowstone backstage at WrestleMania. Nobody cares. Jordan Grace says Instagram shadow banned and demonetized her for 90 days. I wonder why. Could be showing your titties and your ass so much. That's why, don't you have an OnlyFans there, Jordan? I think you do. But, Instagram's the devil anyway. But it is what it is. Gigi Dolan drops a behind-the-scenes video from her steamy photo shoot. Ooh, yes. And it was toxic, if you know what I mean. Because Gigi's not the attraction. Well, she is the attraction. We're just not toxic attraction, we are the attraction. I just don't understand why her and JC Jane won back the tag belts from Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. That makes no sense. And then move on. And we'll move on. Alright, The Undertaker, the GOAT himself. The Undertaker scared Caden Carter's dog during WrestleMania. God damn, Mark! The Undertaker scared people back in 1990. 2022 is scaring dogs. Oh, my dog. My Undertaker scared a dog. Oh, yes. Great shit, man. It's just funny, man. Maybe Taker looked at the dog when he rolled his eyes back in the head. The dog's like, ah! That man gets scared the face off of young children. And he did back when he first started. He scared the bejesus out of children. Gave them nightmares. But it is what it is. He's the GOAT. Anyway, AJ Styles, a phenomenal AJ Styles, shows big respect to Braun Breaker backstage during Monday Night Raw after he won the NXT title. So there you go. That's good. Get some respect from a legend like AJ Styles. We'll move on. All right, Logan Paul received important advice from the Game, Triple H, at WrestleMania 38. That advice was, don't wrestle. Get out of here, you suck! That's just my opinion. I think, he did put a couple good moves there now, the whole... I still think the whole, tribute to Eddie thing, we did the Three Amigos, and he goes up top and does a, ooh, Eddie got it on his say! Why are you doing that, Logan Paul, you piece of shit pedal? Only I can do that essay! Not even Lane Dominic, my son Dominic, can do it. So, it is what it is, and, that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, we'll move on from there. That's it. Alright, Becky Lynch reacts to Brie Bella calling her the biggest star at WrestleMania 38. Well, she's a bigger star than Brie. Brie Bella, the Bella Sluts. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, Cody Rhodes, speaking of good old Cody, that unscripted promo he did on Raw, talking about his dad, and Dusty Rhodes, American Dream, baby. Talk about him and everything. Well, Cody Rhodes is going to be on SmackDown tomorrow. I can only imagine what he's going to do and say. I can only imagine. I guess they're going to start the Roman Reigns Cody Rhodes storyline, which should not happen right now. No. Get Cody Rhodes away from the WWE Unified title picture, please. Let him earn it. Not just give it to him like it's John Cena. Fucking hell. I don't want Cody to beat Roman. No. If Cody beats Roman, I tell you right now, every fucking Roman fan is going to be pissed. I think every WWE and wrestling fan is going to be pissed. And mostly AEW marks. I'm like, fucking shit, Cody Rhodes. Fuck. But it is, what it is. I don't know, that's it. Alright, so Cody's going to be on SmackDown tomorrow. So, we'll see. We'll see what he does. I think he's going to do something with Roman. That's all I say about it. Thoughts and prayers go out to Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist. He's undergoing double knee surgery next month. That's not good. But thoughts and prayers go out to Kurt Angle, and hopefully he has a successful surgery and he can get back on his feet and do what he just has a successful surgery, and that's all I gotta say about that. So my prayers and my thoughts and prayers go out to Kurt Angle. That's it. Speaking of surgery, Rick Boogs had successful surgery on his knee at the WrestleMania when he busted up his knee, I think. So he's gonna be out for a few months. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Shinsuke Nakamura now. Should be going after the Intercontinental title, but that's just me. It is what it is. Anyway, more news. Brock Lesnar couldn't wait to... Well, I guess I already said that. Brock Lesnar and Jimmy from Yellowstone. Nobody cares about that. And then we got some steamy stuff with Charlotte Flair and, Tessa Blanchard showing off her Baywatch vibes in a red bikini. If you want to watch, go look at that. Or you can look at Maria Kanellis' ass in a sizzling black lingerie shoot. Here's what it is. Got some sad news to report about Layla Hirsch, legit Layla Hirsch. She hurt her knee in a match on, I believe it was on Dark. Then she came off the rope and her knee, she fucked up her knee, and the referee, they called off the match right away. And then, Doc Sampson and the referee were checking on her, see what happened. Hopefully it's not too serious, because the whole thing with Chris Statlander, whenever that's going to start. But, not great timing for this injury for Layla Hirsch. And, that's pretty much it. Alright, so we talk about Brie Bella, talk about Becky Lynch being a big star at WrestleMania. Well, her sister, Nikki Bella, wants another go at Ronda Rousey. Do you have a death wish? You stupid cunt. Jesus Christ. I mean, she gave Ronda Rousey all she could, like a couple years ago, but still lost. So wants to go another round? Go ahead, get yourself killed. Why not? It is what it is. Alright, more about Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes compared Steve Austin to Batman in a backstage interaction. Stone Cold and Batman? Nah, I don't think so. Alright, here's a story I'm gonna be pissed off at. WWE likely to break up more tag teams. So, so they're breaking up, they may be breaking up Imperium, and probably more tag teams to come. They just don't give two shits about tag team wrestling. Don't give two shits. So why do you have tag team belts? Why do you have women's tag team belts when there are not even that many women's tag teams? There's not that many men's tag teams on the main roster or in NXT. Well, maybe NXT, but still. This is why Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis, and Bruce Pritchard and Nick Khan don't give two shits about the tag team division. We don't give two shits. That's why tag team wrestling, the best tag team wrestling is in AEW and Japan. And Ring of Honor, of course, too. That's where you get good tag team wrestling. You don't get shit in WWE. So, fuck you. Alright, we're going to talk about Lacey Evans' possible return tomorrow on SmackDown. Move on from there. William Regal, Lord Stephen William Regal, or Regal! Planned on long break from pro wrestling after his WWE release, but then he got called by Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson. He's like, get in here! So. Alright, so now Regal's now in AEW. He's having a pretty decent time now with Moxley and Danielson, you know, the Blackpool Combat Club, or the BCC, if you will. Not the what WC, but the BCC. Move on from there. Okay, talked about that. Alright, WWE accused of forcing fans to hate Edge and Becky Lynch. Why? I don't figure that one out. Why would the WWE force fans to just hate Edge and Becky Lynch? I don't hate them personally. I never hated Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch is a great superstar, a great wrestler. You know, she's very pretty. She's a nice piece of ish. And I've always liked Edge. You know, Edge Steen, the rated R superstar. Now his new, I guess, House of Black-like gimmick with Damian Priest and possibly a new member coming soon. Might be Ciampa. Who knows? But yeah, I would never have like Vince McMahon's like, hey, Peter Gilmore, you need to hate on freaking Edge and Becky Lynch. I'm like, fuck you, Vince. Piece of shit. And we'll move on. Alright. Still got our good friend Randy Orton is not this voice, who had an episode of Evil on Tuesday. I started watching that. It was pretty damn good. So I'm gonna be watching the WWE Evil series. Talk about all the evil characters in WWE history, like Roman and Roman, Hogan, Stephanie McMahon. Maybe Vince McMahon, too. Who knows? But anyway, Randy Orton addresses potentially breaking John Cena and Ric Flair's record of 16 world title reigns. Please do! Please, if anybody would break Flair's record and Cena's record, it should be Randy fucking Orton. He's at 14. I thought it would be Triple H, personally, but sadly, the game is retired now at 15. So the next one up is Randy Orton at 14. So all he needs is 3 title reigns. There you go. Do it. Randy's in I think his late 30s or early 40s. He's got a few years to go. Let's do it. Give him the title. I don't think he'd be the one to beat Roman, if anything, but you know, if Cody does beat Roman, I would have freaking Randy Orton go after him and have a legacy type storyline. I know he did it once, I think. I think Randy and Cody Rhodes did have a match when they broke up Legacy. I think it was Randy Orton in a 2-on-1 handicap match against Cody and Ted DiBiase Jr. But I don't think they ever fought 1-on-1. I could be wrong. But it is what it is. But yeah, I would have Randy Orton be the one to beat Flair and Cena's record of 16. Like I said, it's at 14 now, so it is what it is. Alright, Seth freaking Rollins thinks his wife, Becky Lynch's WrestleMania main event suffered due to fan fatigue. Well, when did that match happen? I forgot what number match that was and what came before that match. But, might have a point. Very mute point, but it is what it is. Anyway. Alright, Imperium. Well, I don't know if all 3 of them, but Imperium might have language barrier issues on the WWE main roster if they go up there, which I think they probably will. So, yeah, I guess they can't talk in German and Italian. What's wrong with that? What the hell is wrong with that? There's a lot of Italian fans, there's a lot of German fans in the WWE universe. I need to hear my German, you know? Ja! Nein! Huh? I just don't understand that. Well, okay. Speaking of Becky Lynch blames band during Bianca Belair's entrance on her WrestleMania loss. I was screwed because of the band. No, you just lost to a better woman there, Becky. You can't ban the band. Okay. Weird. Alright, we're gonna go a little bit more, because the Met game's about to start, unless it got cancelled. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, let's just finish off with this, because I gotta go take a mean old shit in a minute. Anyway, alright, final story of the episode. AEW fans turned on Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti during the Rampage tapings. I wonder why. It just feels like Sammy and Ty, you know, that whole thing when they showed them naked and the TNT title basically trying to be like Brad Maddox, Page type of thing. Now with Dan Lambert and America's Top Team and you know, Paige Van Zandt, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. This whole storyline is just whack. And the fans, they did a segment on Rampage, which is going to be shown on Friday. They booed the living fuck out of every one of them. I don't blame them. This storyline is just too much. And it just feels like ever since Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti became a couple, they've gotten nuclear-style heat. But they don't give two shits. They're together. They're having tremendous sex together. Why not? Yeah, we're getting heat. Let's just stay together and just do this and that. Yeah, it's gonna get in trouble. God forbid, you know, something happens and then Tony Khan's like, oh, you're out of here. And Ty Conti, you're out of here too. Go to Mexico. Which they'll probably likely go if they get kicked out of AEW. They'll probably go to Mexico. But it is what it is. I don't know. It just feels like these two people. You know what I feel? This feels like Paige and Alberto Del Rio all over again. But just with a twist. Sammy's not beating Ty Conti up or anything like that. Not getting her pregnant, supposedly. You know, the whole rumor that Paige got pregnant by Alberto Del Rio. I mean, Sammy's not getting drunk and saying shit about Triple H or anything like that. They just a couple of young people in love. Now they're getting nuclear heat because of basically what happened. The whole situation with Sammy getting, breaking up with his fiancée, Pamela or whatever her name was, and gets with Ty Conti. You know, people calling Ty Conti a homewrecker. It is what it is. I have no words for that, so I'm going to leave it at that. Alright, so that's it for the 4th edition of the Shadow Slayer. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to Nick for coming in. And anybody else who decided to watch, well, thank you for the free view. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So I'm going to go watch the Met game. I think it's on right now, so hopefully the Mets win tonight, and we'll see what happens with that. And I'm probably going to take the rest of the night off. I might watch the Rant and Rave podcast with Brandon Martin and Jordan and Eric and company. See what happens with that, and then that'll probably be it. But tomorrow night I will be live after SmackDown and Rampage, after Rampage, with my SmackDown Rampage review. And if anything does come up tomorrow, I'll be right here to give you the news and the breaking news and all that other good shit. So that's pretty much it. So that's it. Thank you all for watching the Shadow Slayer. I'm Peter Gilmore, your Shadow God. And that's it. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your Kogut. And if you're not down with that, well, me, Nick, and the entire Prophecy, you're not down with that, you prank callers and you idiots. So I know who it is. Right there, Scrody? But it is what it is. So anyway, not down with that. I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! That's all I gotta say about that. Thank you for watching. Peace out. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.